This game is a classic example of a sharp, tactical battle where one side slowly gains an overwhelming advantage. This introduction provides context for the historical significance of the game, Morphy's brilliance, and the nature of the opponents, making it clear why this game is still widely studied and admired in the chess world. e4 e5. nf3 d6. The game begins with the king's pawn opening, e4, followed by a classical response from Blackwood. e5. Black's second move, d6, is the Philidor defense. A solid but somewhat passive choice, aiming to defend the e5 pawn while preparing to develop the pieces. d4 bg4. White strikes in the center with 3. d4. Challenging Black's e5 pawn and looking for central control. Black responds with bg4, pinning White's knight. Fischer criticizes this move, calling it weak. The move does not immediately resolve Black's position and could eventually lead to tactical problems. dx e5 bx f3 qx f3 dx e5. White captures on e5 with dx e5, and Black recaptures with bx f3. After White's queen takes on f3, qx f3, bc4 nf6. White develops the bishop to c4, attacking the f7 square and increasing pressure on Black's position. Black develops the knight to f6, aiming to challenge White's center and protect the e5 pawn. However, Black's position remains somewhat passive. qb3 queen e7. White's queen b3 is a strong move, targeting the b7 pawn and putting more pressure on Black. Black responds with queen e7, a defensive move preparing to protect the b7 pawn and possibly developing the knight to d7 or f6. However, this move limits Black's flexibility in development. nc3 c6. White develops another piece with nc3, increasing control over the center. Black plays c6, preparing to support the d5 break or limit White's knight from jumping to d5. This move also prepares for the development of the knight to d7, but Black is still somewhat cramped. bg5 b5. White plays bg5, pinning Black's knight on f6 and further increasing pressure. Black's response, b5, aims to break free on the queen side but weakens the c6 pawn and opens up the b file for White's pieces to attack. nb5 cb5. White captures on b5 with nx b5, exploiting Black's weakening of the queenside structure. After cx b5, Black's queenside is completely compromised, and White gains a significant material advantage. bx b5 check nbd7. White's bishop captures on b5 with check, bx b5, forcing Black to respond. Black blocks with nbd7, and this move not only defends the check but also develops a piece. However, Black's knight is passive on d7, and White's attack is gaining momentum. White castles rook d8. White castles queenside, bringing the king to safety and connecting the rooks. This also opens up the d-file for an attack on Black's position. Black plays rook d8, attempting to activate the rook and defend the d7 knight. Rook d7, rook d7, rook d1, queen e6. White exchanges rooks with rook d7, simplifying the position further and reducing Black's defensive resources. After rook d7, White's rook takes the open d-file with road 1, putting pressure on Black's position. Black responds with queen e6, hoping to defend and perhaps trade queens, but it's too late. bx d7 check nx d7. White captures Black's knight on d7 with bx d7 check, forcing Black to recapture with nx d7. This leaves Black with a weakened position, and White is in a commanding position. Queen b8 check, nx b8, white's queen moves to b8 with check. Queen b8 check, forcing black to capture with nx b8. Black's position is now completely shattered, and white has a direct route to checkmate. Rook d8 checkmate, white delivers checkmate with 17. Rook d8 checkmate, utilizing the open d file and the pin on black's knight. The black king is completely exposed, and there is no way to defend against the mate. Smash that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel to show your support. Your support helps me keep creating awesome content just for you.